Hello friends, welcome to our digital blogger. Today we are going to compare ICICI Direct with Zerodha. ICICI Direct is a leading name in full service stockbroking industry, while Zerodha has made a huge brand name as well in discount broking firms. We'll look at some of the aspects such as company backgrounds, account opening, annual maintenance, transaction or brokerage charges. We'll look at the exposure or leverage these stockbrokers have in kitty for their clients to offer. We'll look at the research they do, any trading education initiatives they provide. We'll also have a look at the trading platforms they have and some of the other important features which are crucial for you to decide which is a better stockbroker for you. So let's start with the company overview. ICICI Direct is the trading arm of ICICI Bank. They were established in the year 2000, so it's been around 17 years now. They have a presence of 154 branches across the country. So we are talking exclusively about the ICICI Direct branches. If you want to include ICICI Bank branches, that number will go in thousands. Zerodha, on the other hand, is a recent entrant. It was established in 2010. It was in fact the first discount broking firm in India. They have some offline presence in metro cities of the country through their distribution centers, because majorly the task as for any other discount broker firm will happen, they happen online. So they don't really have the offline branches advantage for their customers. As far as account opening charges are concerned, ICICI Direct doesn't really charge you anything for opening a trading and a demat account. Zerodha, on the other hand, charges you 200 for trading and 100 rupees for demat account. The charging of trading account will become 300 if you want them to courier your account opening forms. In terms of maintenance charges, ICICI Direct charges you 700 for trading, while it doesn't really charge you anything for demat account maintenance for the year. Zerodha, on the other hand, will charge you 300 rupees for demat account maintenance and won't charge you anything for trading account. So initial deposit for ICICI in terms of account opening is nil, while there is some amount of around 400 rupees to Zerodha. In terms of maintenance, it's 700 of ICICI versus 300 of Zerodha. So you need to just wait out whichever works the better for you. In terms of brokerage, so this is a stark comparison here. We're talking about two different extremes, where ICICI is one of the most expensive stockbrokers in the country. Zerodha is one of the leanest, one of the cheapest in terms of the overall brokerage they charge in the overall stockbroking space in India. ICICI charges you 0.55% for your trade. So this is something like if you trade for 1 lakh rupees, you need to pay 550 rupees as your brokerage to ICICI for delivery trades, and you won't really need to pay anything to Zerodha for the delivery trades, because delivery trades are free in case of Zerodha. They charge you for intraday 0.01 to 20 rupees, whichever is lower, and similar is the story for other trading segments. Coming back to ICICI, they charge you 0.275, which is again pretty expensive, and 0.03 to 0.05 for equity futures and options. Now this number might change if you change your margin money, the initial deposit. The higher margin money will result in lower brokerage charges overall. So you need to figure out and have a check with the executive once you are in discussion for account opening. ICICI Direct does have some brokerage plans for its clients, depending on the turnover value, the number of lots you trade across the month. You can check out the complete details at ourdigitalblogger.com. Coming back to the comparison, for exposure and leverage, equity intraday, ICICI goes till 25 times your trading amount. It's a huge number, honestly, while if you look at Zerodha, it's just 5 times the intraday, and majority of the traders actually trade in intraday segments. So it's a huge sort of difference when it comes to the exposures provided. In terms of delivery, Zerodha doesn't do that. They don't have any exposure as far as delivery is concerned, but ICICI provides 5 times the trading value. For every other segment, it's either not applicable or it's minimal when it comes to ICICI, but Zerodha does provide a consistent 5 times to 20 times of exposure across the segments. So as far as the research part is concerned, Zerodha doesn't really provide you any research or recommendations, simply because it's a discount stockbroker, and that's the obvious model of discount broking. On the other hand, ICICI provides you every kind of reports, industry analysis, tips and recommendations on a daily, monthly, weekly or bi-yearly level. Having said that, Zerodha does come into picture when it comes to trading education. So they have platforms such as Varsity or ZConnect or Open Trade, where either you can learn directly from tutorials, chapters or videos online, or you can get in touch with the heavy traders or experts and learn from their experiences. So it's trying to make sure that people who are coming into trading, they get some initial handholding, while people who are going to rely majorly on the recommendations and tips of the stockbrokers, they should really go ahead with a full service stockbroker, and ICICI Direct is actually one of the good ones for that matter. On trading segments, you can't trade in IPOs with Zerodha, while you can't trade in commodities with ICICI. Everything else is there, in equity, mutual funds and currency are the common ones where you can trade with both the stockbrokers. Coming to the customer service part, customer service is something which is very much integral to a full service stockbroker. They have a huge process around turnaround time, or the number of channels, or the number of team members looking at the customer service part. So when it comes to a broker such as ICICI Direct, if you want to test them, looking at the email support or phone or the offline branches, that 150 branches across the country they have, they do a pretty decent job in that. The only concern is that they don't really have a live chat or a toll-free number right now, but looking at the overall dynamics in the industry, it's a possibility that they might have it pretty soon. When it comes to Zerodha, they have these presences across the same channels, but the customer service emphasis is not that high, since it's a discount broker. So you can just expect some sort of admin tasks to get fixed, and not really much of an expectations when it comes to the turnaround time or the heavy words we use for customer service usage. Moving ahead, look at some of the features. These are important areas that you should look at, because once you are into trading, then you realize that things like orders getting accepted after trading hours is important or not. These two stockbrokers are one of the exceptions who do that, but there are a lot of stockbrokers who don't accept orders once the trading hours are complete. In automated trading, Zerodha does have an edge, but ICICI doesn't do that. But it takes away that advantage with the marketing tips and the recommendations it has through its experts and the research teams. They also provide you a dedicated relationship manager. So ICICI will connect you with a one-on-one manager who will handle your portfolio, and whom you will get he will also share the mobile number with you for that matter, and you can get in touch for any concerns you have regarding your account. They also give you a 3-in-1 demat account. So basically this is one advantage they have, wherein you don't need to transfer your funds every time you're short of funds in your trading account, because with the 3-in-1 demat account, your trading and your bank account gets interlinked together, and the transactions happen automatically. Now let's spend some time on the trading platforms they have, and we'll look at the mobile apps at the Play Store and see how it performs. We're looking at ICICI Direct mobile app page on the Google Play Store, and it has been rated by a little over 9,000 people. It's currently rated at 3.4, which is honestly below average sort of a rating. The average rating is around 3.8. And looking at the negative reviews as well, it's around 21% of the overall reviews are negative in nature. We are counting just the ones who that are rated at 1 star, but will not take just these ratings as the face value. We also had a word with few of the active clients of ICICI Direct to understand how do they trade using different platforms. And one of the major concerns raised was that they don't really use the mobile app of ICICI Direct, simply because of the concerns around the user experience or the features or the usability part. They prefer to trade either through the trading software terminal, or they use the customer service for call and trade facility. So if you're somebody who's looking to get some hand holding in terms of reports and tips from your stockbroker and doesn't have really too much time to trade on your own, and then you can go ahead with the full service stockbroker such as ICICI Direct. It's a good option in that particular direction. Moving ahead, let's check out what Zerodha Kite is up to. It has been rated by a little over 6,500 people, which is a reasonable number, and the current rating is at 4.2, which is pretty good actually. It's a little above average as we just discussed, but there are still few concerns, and the major concerns raised by the active clients were around the performance part. So the performance part is regarding two areas basically. Either your app will slow down if your internet connection is slow, or it will slow down in case of heavy traffic. So these are the two specific situations when you might face some concern around the performance of the app. Otherwise the app works perfectly fine, and so does the other trading platform of Zerodha. So if you want to trade on your own, do the technical analysis on your own and use the trading products, then Zerodha is one of the good choices you can make. Now what, you may ask? It's an obvious question. We have checked out the comparison of ICICI and Zerodha, and in case you're still unsure to which stockbroker to select, we'd advise you to check out the link digitalblogger.com/free callback broker choice. Provide your name, email ID, phone number and city. We'll set up few callbacks for you. This is absolutely a free service. Thank you so much for watching the video. In case you did like it, please go ahead and press the thumbs button. We'll really appreciate that. Subscribe to our channel, Our Digital Blogger, for similar videos in the future. If you want us to create videos on some specific subject at the top of your head, let us know in the comments section below. We'll do that. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Have a great time. Bye-bye.